Welcome to this overview of Infoplus. This quick tour will set the stage for navigating and using Infoplus. In a web browser, enter your company's URL for Infoplus and then enter your username, which is your email address, and your password. This is the Infoplus Dashboard. You can consider this your home page in Infoplus, and it is customizable in terms of what you want to display in each of these sections. You've got alerts, which will alert you with errors and warnings about a variety of items, favorite applications, recent applications, favorite records and smart filters, metrics, and reports. Anytime you see a gear icon next to a section, that's your indication that you can customize that section. The tabs down the left are groups of functionality. The Account Management tab lets you manage orders, customers, vendors, and advanced shipping notifications. The Warehouse Operations tab lets you set up your warehouse, receive goods, fulfill, and ship orders. The Reports tab gives you access to system reports and reports that you've created. And the Mobile Floor apps gives you access to specific Infoplus applications to use on the warehouse floor from a tablet or iPad, such as scanning work tickets. Let's take a look at one of these tabs. I'll get into the Warehouse Operations tab. Within a tab are apps. I'll look at the Fulfillment app. Within an app are tables, processes, and reports. Tables contain the data relevant to the app. Processes allow you to perform actions on that data, and reports provide documentation relevant to the app. The menu button in the upper left gives you access to the tabs that we saw on the dashboard, as well as other functionality in Infoplus. And the home button always takes you back to the dashboard. Tables are a key piece of Infoplus, so let's take a look at one of the tables. We'll look at the table showing all of our orders. I'll navigate to that table. It's through the Account Management tab and the Order Management app, and then there's the Order table. Here are all of your orders in Infoplus. You can search for orders here. This is a keyword search. You can simply type in keywords, numbers, or text. And this allows you to search by column criteria. For example, if I wanted to see all of my on-order orders. And you can add criteria to this area by clicking this button here. After you've performed a search, you'll see Unsaved Filter display next to the table name. You could save this as a smart filter for easy access in the future. Smart filters are a foundational element of making the most of Infoplus, and there are separate tutorials on smart filters. Click the drop-down arrow if you need to clear the search. This Columns button lets you add and remove columns from the table. The Smart Filters button is where you can go to run a smart filter. After you save it, it'll be listed right down here. The Actions button provides actions that you can take in this particular table. If the table allows for bulk actions, they'll be at the top. For example, you can bulk load orders. Other actions require that you select records, so I could select these two records here and perform a process or run a process on those records. And at the bottom of the Actions menu, you can export the table of records to Excel or PDF. This essentially lets you create a report from your table of data. If you're able to create new records in this particular table, the Create New button will appear here. And when you're creating new records, just be aware that you can click on field names for tooltips of helpful information about what to enter in that particular field. After creating a record, you can simply click Save. The Save button will be available once you have filled in all the required information. I'll cancel out of the record. To view more detail about a record, you can simply click on it to open it. Here are the order details for order number 52. This star, when it shows blue like this, means it's a favorite, which means it shows up on your dashboard. You can just simply click on the star to remove it or add it as a favorite to your dashboard. Similar actions to what we saw from within the table are also available in the Actions button within a record. I'll return to the Order table again. This time I'll use the breadcrumb, which shows you where you've been. I can get to the Order table by clicking on the Order breadcrumb. Within a table, you can also access some of the actions we just saw by resting your mouse on the record and then clicking the double arrows that display at the end of the record. I mentioned this search area, which searches just within this table. But if you want to search all of Infoplus, you can use the quick search at the top. You can just type in a keyword. This quick search field stays on your screen no matter where you go in Infoplus, and it searches all of Infoplus. The quick search is also a great way to jump to recently viewed records. From anywhere in Infoplus, if I want to get back to that order record I viewed earlier, I can just click the quick search and select the record from the drop-down. Lastly, when you need help in Infoplus, click the question mark icon. You can submit a ticket or you can do a search. This searches the knowledge base and you'll get links specific to what you type in. And also be on the lookout for the question mark icon next to the table or record name. This will open up an article in the knowledge base specific to what you're viewing in Infoplus. I'm going to return back to the dashboard. Just to point out, here's where we had that favorite record, order number 52. This is how you can quickly access your favorites. And speaking of quick access, from anywhere in Infoplus, if you press the dot or period on your keyboard, the Quick Actions pop-up appears, and this gives you quick access to tables, processes, reports, actions all throughout Infoplus. So you can scroll through the list or begin typing exactly where it is you want to go, and then you can simply click on the item and it takes you directly there. And that was a quick overview of Infoplus. Check out the knowledge base for more information on using Infoplus.